thing is to love the work that you do, because you may get no other reward. And if you don't need any other reward except the satisfaction of the music, then you're always winning. And that was true for me when I was 30. I was out playing music. I thought I was successful when I was 30. I had an audience, I had an ensemble, I was going from city to city playing music. I couldn't make a living, but that was not the issue for me. It seemed to me, people said, well, you were successful. I said, well, I always thought I was. They said, no, when did you make money? Oh, much later.
No one ever told me that I could have a career as a composer. No one ever told me I couldn't. I just didn't think in those terms. And I made all the wrong choices. Every step of the way, I made all the wrong career choices. And I didn't know what I was doing, but I think the music knew where it wanted me to go.
It wasn't really considered cool to be interested in learning to write tonal music, for example. I remember the teacher who shall remain nameless, when I brought in a piece in E minor for guitar at one point, he said, key signature doesn't mean for sure that you don't have any musical imagination, but it's not a good sign.
The music guiding me is a lot more important than me guiding the music. So if I feel compelled to dig into something, then that's where I need to go.
The sound is made from the instrument. The ideas are made from your brain. So what you have, your ideas and the sound, when they actually meet, they don't necessarily meet to make love. Sometimes they're meeting to make war. I mean, be against, right? So you can't really fight that.
I don't even know what hip-hop is, to be honest with you. I don't. Do you understand hip-hop? But what is all this scratching of records?
I feel at this time in my life there isn't any type of sound I couldn't create a piece of music out of. In fact, if I was a composition teacher, this is what I would teach my students. In fact, I would probably give them very difficult and strange types of sound-making devices and say, make me a piece of music with this.
The vision I have in my head, like the music that I want to make, is so vast and multidimensional. And the tools in this three-dimensional world are so much smaller than the music that I want to make. And so I'm always trying to put it into this little thing and it comes out. And so it's like, that's what I'm doing, and it's a never-ending process. I'm still not there.
Yeah, if you take a child from the city and show it a horse, that's an experimental moment. But the child doesn't go, let me think about the entire history of evolution and how horses came to be. No, what they do is oh my God, that's so huge and frightening, and I want to get closer to it. So for me, and what I'm interested in, I want to create music and art that is totally huge and frightening, but also so delicious and wonderful that makes you want to be part of it. And I take my compositions utterly seriously, but I'm composing music with stuff like this. It's absolutely funny and it's absolutely serious at the same time.
And when Maryanne and I go to Europe, we're really treated like we're somebody important, and we earn money and people pay us, and they think it's important that we're artists. In America, nobody wants to pay me. Nobody wants to pay me to do art. And that's a sad situation, that we're in such a materialistic society that they have lost track of the importance of spiritual evolution. We can see the arts as part of a spiritual process. And the powers that be could just as well support it if they were interested in it, if they understood it.
I think I do music because I'm trying to understand. And that's why the ear tones that I played for you that are referred to as autoacoustic emissions, I heard those very early when I was beginning to work. And so I wanted to really create a kind of music to Where the listener actually had vivid experiences of contributing this other sonic dimension to the music that his ears were making.
It makes life less lonely. It's something, I feel it's wired in us. I think that if we didn't have music, we would invent it again, if it were taken away from us. Take it away from a couple of generations, we would develop it all over again.